listening to Keith Price's Curtain Call.
The woman in red, like fire while she's going straight to my head. The woman in red, the woman in red.
All right, we are back for another episode of Keith Price's Curtain Call. And let me tell you something. I am so excited right now because this is going to soon become part of my Punches of Color series, because this is now the second person that I've had the opportunity to talk to from this wonderful, brilliant show that for some reason, God is right behind it and pushing to at least let it make it to the finish line. And it is so fabulous to see because one of the stars of the show is nominated for a Tony Award this year. And it is probably, after seeing the show, I remember walking up to her at the stage door and saying to Tony nominated Miss Kenita R. Miller, how's that sound? Tony nominated. Tony nominated Kenita R. Miller, that her speech that she gives in this show, if she doesn't get the Tony nomination, it was going to be time for me to show out like nobody's business. And somebody must have heard, because look, I don't have to show out now. Because you know I will show out for you, Miss Kenita. You know that I will do that. But Kenita R. Miller is here with me. Like, I had the fortune of getting to meet her and getting to know her a little bit during her run in what was one of the most fabulous revivals of Once on This Island. And I was very upset that she did not get nominated. Then she made it all the way up to the drama desk, and then that's where it stopped. But she should have gone on at least to have gotten that Tony nomination for working that show 8 shows a week. And I guess because of that relationship, she wound up making an opportunity to work with the current director and the current choreographer of the newly minted For Colored Girls Who Consider Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough, over at the Booth Theater, running now until June 5th, because it just got this humongous extension. They announced an early closing. And as soon as they announced that closing, and then the Tony nominations came out, 7 Tony nominations went to this show.
Ooh.
One of which is to this fabulous woman, Miss Kenita R. Miller. Kenita, girl, how you doing?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm not even on cloud 9. I'm like jumping some constellations. Just trying to find my way back to the ground. Like, it's been amazing, Keith. I'm still like in disbelief. I'm like, if this is a joke, this is gonna be real. This is cool. This is cool. Yeah.
Well, I was so excited, first of all, because you know that I'm already a fan and I personally adore you so much. And I feel like every opportunity that anyone can get the chance to see you, they should be able to get the chance to see you. And this show was a show that I told Stacey Sargent, one of your co-stars,
Yeah.
I remember reading in college. I mean, some years ago, and don't want to give it all away, but I remember reading it in college and always thinking to myself, how is something like this going to get staged? And then I came to see that performance, and I got to tell you, I was so captivated and I was so blown away by the energy that you 7 women put out on that show. Like, it's the most impactful 90-minute show that I think I've seen in a very, very long time. And you are, first of all, for those of you who don't know, Miss Kenita is 6,000 months pregnant.
Yes, got the big old belly right here.
Let's look at that. And she is standing on that stage 8 shows a week, creating art while simultaneously creating life. And in a show that is so emotionally charged, from joy to anger to, it's like every emotion that you can possibly feel in this 90-minute show. And you're out there every night, girl. Like, where are you finding this energy?
Oh, I mean, I love it. I love it. And you mentioned the women in the show, like, the sisterhood is real. It's not a game. It's not put on for the show, because we lucked out. Well, I would say it's a blessing, because you don't get to pick who you work with, and them different energies can come together and they fit or they don't,
Right.
And immediately, like, the bond was strong, immediately. And as Stacey's like, that is my sister, I love her hard.
Yeah.
I love all of them tremendously. And so, I I think that's what gets me through, on top of loving to do the show, loving the challenge of it, loving the experience of being able to carry, and knowing that it's fleeting,
Mm-hmm.
a fleeting moment, I think kind of gives me an adrenaline rush and more than that, I don't know if it's adrenaline or just the love of it. Um, but it definitely, like, I don't feel my feet are so swollen. They're like just big elephant trunks. And I don't feel it when I'm up there. I don't feel it. I
Wow.
feel amazing. So, I think it's a big testament to the women in the show. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got to tell you though, there was a moment in the choreography where I saw you kind of go down to the ground, and I was like, "Oh my God, somebody get over there, pick her up!" And it was like, "Oh, that's part of the choreography." I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, you're
Like,
not the only one to say that. They were like, I thought you were about to go into labor right then.
this is like, I think for people that want to see this show, they should treat this one kind of like a Spider-Man moment, in that, you remember when people wanted to go see Spider-Man to see if something was going to happen on the stage to people? This is the show that everybody's betting to see, are you going to go into labor at one point on the stage? Because that's never happened on a Broadway stage.
Look, I'm knock on wood. I'm like, it's great to create history and all, but I don't know if they want that, And I'm like, and Keith, I'll tell you, I have 1 week left. I'm so glad that we got extended,
Uh-huh.
so that more people have the opportunity to see the show and see these women in it, my
Yeah.
sisters. But next Sunday will be my last show, because I give birth on the 30th.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Yeah. So I'm just like, in this next week, I'm like, baby girl, hold on,
Just hold
hold on. But they have all my information just in case, just in case.
Okay. Who's good? Like, again, I will gladly go and pick up your Tony for you if that's what you need to have happen. I'm just saying, I'm free that evening.
Oh, trust, I am not missing that ceremony. I'm not missing it. If I have to have that baby on my hip, my breast pump in my hand, like, I will be there.
So that just makes me so happy. It's like, so what has this journey been like for you though? Because I think the last time that we had actually had like a conversational talk thing was when you were doing Once on This Island. And then of course we had the pandemic in between that. And so that was a slowdown. And then were you part of the original production that they did over at the Public before they came?
No. And I was very salty about it. No, I was not, I definitely auditioned for it.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, oh yeah, but it just wasn't meant to be. And I didn't even get to see it. I wanted to see it because I had a lot of, people, mutual, colleagues that were in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew Camille was doing it, so I wanted to support. But no, I never got to see it. I wasn't a part of that one. But I could have, this experience, I think, is exactly what it was supposed to be. God knew what they were doing, so. Yeah.
It's one of those moments where it is what's meant to be for you is meant to be for you. And sometimes when you think it's not, whatever it is that you think you want is not really what's supposed to be for you. And it's a very hard lesson because I'm still trying to learn that lesson now. And it's like, what's meant for you is meant for you. And it seems like to me, especially having seen the show and especially getting to know you the way that I do know you, that it feels like this was the right time, the right blend. You're going to have a baby on top of all of this. It's like your world is just colliding in all kinds of fabulous ways. Like, how joyous must this be for you right now?
It's amazing, Keith. Like, you're about to mess me up. I know, very hormonal right now too. So. But like, no, I don't take it for granted. I do not take it for granted. Like, something, because I think of those other experiences, like with Once on This Island, and just being an artist in general,
right.
The valleys are aplenty, And I really, something that I promised myself and challenged myself with, and I still am, because we always want more. We always want, like for me, I want to stay. I want to be able to end the show with my sisters,
Right.
But God has something else in store,
That's it.
So I'm trying to practice gratitude and like appreciation and like challenge what it means, what those definitions mean.
Yeah.
Because I know, like I said, moments are fleeting, and I've wanted this. I've wanted this baby, and I've wanted um, to be, in a place where I would be looked at for a Tony nominee. It actually happened, for so long that I'm like, if I squander, there's no excuse to squander this moment.
No,
So,
none at all.
yeah, just I don't want that. I want to like, I'm trying to live in the bliss of it.
That must be really hard though, because it's sort of like you said, it's like you have all of these things that you wanted and you've manifested, and they're all happening right now. Like it's like there's not a window of time in between to enjoy. It's like you get them all. Like, what is it that you don't ask if you don't want? You know what I'm saying?
Seriously, because I tell you, the day of the announcements for the nominees, I was so nervous about it. I turned my phone off. I didn't have it on. I had 3 doctor's appointments that morning.
Yeah,
3
because we were going to try to talk that day, and then you said we couldn't do it because you were going to be busy the whole day with appointments.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God.
Especially like the closer you get to giving birth, like they just stop with the doctor's appointments. God bless them.
Amen.
But I picked up my phone to call an Uber, and that's how I found out. Like my phone blew up. And I was crying all the way to the doctor's office, crying in the doctor's office. Told all my doctors, I said, this is what we've been trying to do. This is why we're here, And so it was but like just so much happening. Much happening. Like they're hooking me up to these things to do stress tests on the baby. And I'm sitting there thinking, is this nomination real? Is it real? Like,
am I being pumped?
Yeah. And feel her moving at the same time. It's like, it's incredible. I couldn't have dreamt it like this. I couldn't have dreamt it like this.
Well, this is certainly though, from at least from my standing back and looking, this is really just one of those absolutely unique like moments in time that if people are in your life, they're getting to share this with you. For idiots like me who are on the periphery of your life that are just like, oh my God, she gonna have a baby, she gonna be doing this. For those of us on for me, people like me, it's like I just radiate I feel like I radiate some of your excitement makes me excited, if that makes any sense. And it's like, and it seems so weird because it's not like we be going up to the club and stuff, you know what I mean? Like we're not rolling that way, but I truly feel for you in a great, wonderful way. And I mean, and I'm still waiting for Eartha Kitt. So
hey,
okay.
Trust, before I found out this baby, I'd gotten to my second residency, doing, like, working on her. But I was working on movement at first, and I was like, well, can't do that now. So I started working on some dialect stuff, like trying to, and get some more writing done. And then, For Colored Girl happened. So, so Miss Kitt is still coming. I got to get my body back though. The baby has to be evicted. She's got to be evicted. And get the body back in shape,
Because I remembered it was like, because you were like, when we were talking back during the Once on This Island days, you were even giving me, I remember it was at the Cheetah Rivera Awards, you were giving me full on, honey, you were ready for, like, as soon as this piece is done, that's what we're going to do next. And look at where life has taken you. Look at where it's taken you.
It's unbelievable.
I just, and again, for those who are listening, this is, this is such a genuinely excitable moment for, at least for me. I don't, I can't speak for whoever's listening, but I know for me, I'm excited. And I hope that more people are going to get a chance to see you before you leave.
Me too. But I think,
primarily the voters, the Tony voters.
Well, yeah, I do. I hope so. Because I hope, I'm still learning how all of this mechanism works.
Right.
But there's nothing I can do. It's kind of inevitable. Like it's, force majeure in a way, but the world is about to move. And that has to be the priority for me. I mean, if I could stay all the way up to, I surely would. But
of course you would.
I also am starting to get that urge of like nesting. Like I'm looking over here at this like baby crib that we're putting together,
Mm-hmm.
and how my life is changing around. And I just have to kind of go, this is where you have to further trust that, you know, hopefully they come, and hopefully if it, you know, even if they all can't come before that time, that it still is enough to give me an opportunity or a chance. But if
Mm-hmm.
not, Keith, I still am like, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, you've already won. You've already
yeah,
won. You really
yeah,
have. It's like you have, you know, you have your family, you
yeah,
have your career, and
yeah,
you have now a newfound respect that people are going to offer to you in your career, which is, you know, not to say that before you didn't have it, but like now people will take notice. People should be taking notice. Like you,
thank you.
like I said, she's 6 million years pregnant on the stage. So like you guys, you know, and moving and being as impactful, and whatever it is, that if that baby is even kicking right in that moment when she's on stage, you will not know that, because that is the actor, that is the work that you're doing. And so I wonder now, you know, besides the long rest, you know, days with the trainer after,
Look,
um like is Eartha Kitt really gonna be your next project that you want to work on, or you just like gonna sit and chill and give it a minute for things to come to you and just enjoy being a woman with her baby and her man and her career?
you know, that's a good question, Keith. I feel like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to still be present in the moment and see from there where I'm supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
In my heart of hearts, I feel like it's hard for me to sit down for a long period of time.
Right.
I've also never been a mother before. And so,
Oh,
you
that's right.
know,
This is your first baby. Oh.
maybe. So there's a part of me that goes, you know, I feel like what I feel intuitively is that they'll feed each other.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, you're as an artist, your life experience kind of feeds what you do, and what how
Yeah.
you put into the art. And I feel like this baby's gonna do the same thing. And
Ooh.
so I feel like, and also too, speaking of Eartha Kitt, like her mother, being a mother was a big thing for her, you know. So if anything, I feel closer to being able to identify and relate to that part of her life,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I mean, the Eartha Kitt, I will say this definitely and definitively, that project is going to happen. Like
Okay.
it has to, you know, it has to be my thank you to her. I know everybody in their mama that loves Eartha Kitt. There might be so many shows wanting to be done or have been done
Mm-hmm.
about her, but what I have to trust is that what I have to say through her essence is going to be authentic to me and
Right.
will make that different. And like we just said earlier, everything in its timing, and I have to
Well.
trust and believe in the same thing. And I will shamelessly say, I'm hoping this nomination and hopefully a win.
A win.
You
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
yeah.
Well, you know, I did my Tony prediction show earlier this week with my two friends that we didn't do it the last 2 years together, and then the 2 years prior to that, it was like one fell out and then the other one couldn't make it, and so we had to kind of mix and match. But like that was my prediction. My prediction is that you will get this, Tony, because
Oh,
I feel like you should get it, just because. You know what I mean? It's like, because I know you and I feel like I don't know them other people. So
oh, you so sweet.
I don't know them. They all right,
I'm sorry,
whatever.
but I'm like, I don't know, you know, Miss
Yeah.
Felicia Rashad,
Yeah, you know,
you know,
she's
she's
a
kind of like
monster, honey. She got
royalty,
you.
you
But you
know?
know what though? Not for nothing. If it was gonna be about a parceling of it, she already got one. And she was, you know what I mean? And she was like the first Black woman to win it in a play, as a matter of
Really?
fact. That's right. When she did, what was it? Not Jim of the Raisin in the Sun.
Really? Was she?
I think that she was the first Black woman to win lead actor or lead actress in a play.
Wow.
And so, you know, I'm just saying, you know, she don't have to take it, if you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. She- but what a fantastic category to be nominated in, you know. And you know, luckily people can still see you right now, which,
Yeah.
as much as we love us some Miss Felicia Rashad, and I
Yeah.
do, and I need
Yeah.
to ask Irene why I haven't talked to her, but that's a whole other story. That you know, I feel you're just as deserving. Actually, you know, everyone is deserving,
Yeah.
but if I'm going to have to put my favor and curry my favor is for you because,
Oh,
I feel like this should be your second nomination. Again, I'm bringing it up again because I'm evil. But I really think that in the end, it is a possibility. And why shouldn't it be yours? If it's, like if anybody can win the lotto, why couldn't it be you? You know what I mean?
oh,
Why shouldn't it be you? So, and even though, like I said before, even if you don't win, technically, you have won
yeah,
because you are in a whole, like you truly are, you're in a whole other place than you were when we first met,
yeah,
and you were in a really, successful show then.
yeah, yeah.
So, maybe the blessings are going to be continuing on. The success moments will continue on for you.
Yeah, they haven't. I don't take any of them for granted. I've been extremely fortunate, and you know, yeah, I'm just gonna keep putting one foot in front of the other, and I think
one swollen foot in front of the other.
seriously, one heavy rolling foot. Look,
Luckily, y'all do most of the show without your shoes on, so it's even better.
seriously, because I only got 2 pairs that I can fit in. That luncheon,
Wow.
look, that luncheon.
You were pinching and crying.
I was like, I had to wear these sneakers. Everybody had these. I had a cute little dress on. I thought
Uh-huh.
for being pregnant, I had a cute little dress on. But when you got down to the feet, I was like, if y'all take pictures of these feet, I know something. And the first thing I saw online was just my feet up there.
You should have had some Chinese slippers, them little
Something. I think we're about to bust out the sneakers I had on. But
like
still,
like Minnie Mouse on the red carpet,
Seriously, yes, just big clown shoes.
But you know what? On the red carpet for the Tony Award luncheon nominees, so y'all can make fun of my feet if you want, but look at where I'm at. Look at where they planted. Look at where they are planted. So y'all make fun all you want.
Yeah.
But this is so wonderful. So Miss Kenita, I of course you're gonna get you so you can get your nap in before this next show because you got to get your rest and you got to be on top of it. But for those of you guys who are listening, Kenita R. Miller, Tony Award nominee.
Oh.
This is a wonderful dream. Mother to be, Tony nominee. What other words can I rhyme? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Look, try with it.
And wait. And so now we have time because how is Mr. Hicks becoming Mr. Daddy? Is he jumping onto he get the daddy role too, don't he?
Oh yeah, he's the cutest thing. I mean, not I'm gonna get mushy, but like we've been together for almost over 20 years.
Like since you graduated from AMDA, right?
Pretty much shortly after that, yeah. And we've been married for 17 years. And
wow.
When I tell you, we wanted this baby, like we wanted this baby for a long time, Keith. For a long
wow.
So that's also why my excitement is crazy because we'd almost given up. And he is the cutest right now. I'm getting the nesting bug, but he's been in the nesting. He's painted everything. He's painting the insides of the closets. I'm like, baby's not gonna go in there immediately. He's like, yeah, but there might be some lead chips or something in there.
Let's get rid of it.
Yeah. He's just like the way he's setting up this nursery when I'm like, on stage and I come home and something else has popped up and he rubs my feet every night. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know you could fall in love even deeper with somebody, but that's beyond my best friend. But like, yeah, this moment is kind of incredible. And just to give him another little plug, he did music for Clyde's.
Yes.
Post some music. So their play also got nominated for best play. So we'll be there together on June 12th.
With that baby Bjorn or something.
Look, both of us trying to figure it out. He was like, what do we have to do to get you to heal? Like, what do we have to do?
You're gonna and the family support, like, mama and them, are they still around? Everybody's still around to help and be a part of this mix?
Actually, Keith, I'll tell you, well, his dad passed just before the pandemic. Like, he made it back just from putting his dad to rest just before the shutdown happened. He made it back the night before.
Wow.
So that was kind of crazy. His mom is still in Indianapolis. My parents are upstate, but my dad just had a kidney transplant 2 weeks ago. And
What?
so, yeah, so when I called them on Monday, he actually had just gone back into the hospital because he was having a few complications. And it was like perfect timing to be able to tell him something to kind of give him a
A
boost.
boost.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's been the family part has been crazy, but we're working it out, as
Oh.
life goes.
Well, I would say I'd be a great babysitter, but I'd say I'll come over. I'll come over with the toys and hang out while y'all there. If y'all got to run to the store or something and come back, y'all can call me for that. But don't have no long-term stuff because that's gonna stress me out.
He's so silly.
but
Oh,
but just again, so I hope that you feel the joy that I have for you because I've had this joy for you from the very first time that we ever met. So
I know, and it's always felt like familiar spirits,
like so I just want you to get your rest,
Yes.
have yourself ready for call,
Yeah.
kick them shoes off.
Yeah.
Have those Chinese slippers waiting for you when you get off the stage so you don't have to be trying to squeeze those feet into those shoes.
Yeah.
And continue to deliver that lady in red and continue to stay focused on your health and give your
Yeah.
man a shout out for me because I love me some him too. And I just again, like I said, I'm rooting for you all the time and I'm going to be rooting for you then. So I just, like I said, just hang in there, girl. Just hang
Oh,
in.
Keith, I hope you can feel these arms wrapped around me. You know
Yes.
how much I appreciate you. Seriously. Like
'Cause,
yeah, you're a gift. You're a gift.
so
I thank you.
just keep doing it and just know as long as I'm alive and able to move around and I will always be out here for you. So just
Oh,
keep
thank you.
as they say back home, keep on keeping on.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm there for you. Thank
I
you.
love it. All right. So remember, you guys, June 12th at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever time it's going to start, Ariana DeBose will be hosting. And I had called her Ariana Grande the other day, but she'll tell about it. But Ariana DeBose is going to be hosting the Tony Awards, and it is going to be an opportunity for you to see Miss Kenita, hopefully. Oh, wait. What kind of hair are you going to have? Because remember, that was that thing too, girl, because you was, remember,
I've
the
been
hair.
About it, yeah, because I don't want to do a rap. I feel like that's people are going to
Expecting the rap, yes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do. I still am trying to get my stylist together.
Mm-hmm.
Already on top of. I'm gonna be there. It's happening. Look,
you could just drag that baby carriage.
I'm telling you, co-sleeper should be right there. Yeah, no.
I'm just thinking I need at least 20 inches of good hair.
Hey.
2025 hanging low, honey, to toss. So when you get up there on the stage to say thank you for that Tony, you got something to flip.
Look, don't give me no ideas. Yeah. No,
oh my God, Miss
but
Kenita.
I'm gonna make you proud.
All right, Miss Kenita, you do that for me. And guys, we will be back.